As the moonlight glows and the shadows creep, Halloween whispers secrets, both dark and deep.
With pumpkins aglow and ghosts that glide, witches on broomsticks take to the sky.
So gather your courage and let laughter ring, for Halloween's here, and let's let the spooky fun begin.
This is another episode of Saturday Gigantic.
Fucking Halloween, man. It's upon us, man.
Yep.
We've always been like people to do like performance things on those times. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
We always had like crazy ass Halloween shows back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of events. I don't feel like anybody does that anymore, really. New York is a hub for New York. Like, there's a lot of Halloween parties and the parade, obviously, and everything like that. But when it comes to like shows, like certain
like
type of
local bands.
I feel like people think they're too cool to do that shit now.
Yeah, to dress up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen no clips of nobody like dressed up from New York bands. Like maybe it probably exists, but
yeah,
I haven't seen it. We used to it used to be like a theme for me. It used to be fun, bro. I used to like the same shit with like this. I remember like one of our first big shows was at Red Zone, and it was a Halloween fucking show.
Yeah,
I went like as an emo dude.
Yeah, you went like an 80s rocker.
Yeah, I looked like Rod Stewart.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Everybody was dressed up that day. That was fun as fuck too. Dude, that day I made like I made dummies stuffed up, throwing them in the crowd. I bought mad confetti poppers and shit.
Yeah, everybody was dressed up. It was a big draw too. That was fun.
Yeah, especially being so like early into the band, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz that was literally I think like maybe months into it.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, it probably was.
That was 2005. So yeah, it wasn't even
That was 2004.
Nah, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Nah, it was 05.
It was no, we did one 05 too.
We did.
Our first show was in September, and then we did a dope Halloween show.
Yeah, I remember that now.
That's kind of crazy how we did that back to back.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But it was a venue where you could actually do what you wanted too. The Red Zone, Mary from Red Zone was cool. She let us get away with
with everything.
With a lot in there.
With everything.
Destroying property and all. Yeah. And we were late to the party because there were a lot of shows there before we even started playing.
Yeah, all the Queens bands.
All the Queens bands used to be in Red Zone way before we started playing shows.
Yeah.
And those dudes, that's why the Red Zone, I had been to shows at the Red Zone before, obviously. But it was like when it came to us playing, there were a bunch of Queens and Brooklyn bands that were already doing that for a minute.
They had broken most of the mirrors.
Yeah, the mirrors, and we broke the replacement mirrors that broke during their sets.
They broke the original ones.
Yeah, yeah, but those are fun times.
Those were crazy times. We did another one too, I think in 2005, where I went as the basketball player.
Yeah,
and I performed with like the fucking the stupid ass like shorts.
I don't remember what I was. I don't remember.
One year you went as a new metal dude, bro. That shit killed me, bro.
Yeah, that shit was pretty funny,
bro. It like I didn't know what you were coming as.
Yeah,
and I think when I first saw you like I was like it could have been just somebody coming to the show, and I remember just being like, yo, I think you had like some long hair shit. This is after you cut your hair.
Yeah,
I think that was our record release one where you came as a new metal guy.
I think it was. Well, yeah, I think it was too.
Yeah, dude. Even our record release was on Halloween.
Yeah, you were a baby.
Yeah, yo, I was so fucking mad that y'all all took your costumes off before we played. And nobody told me. So I'm the only one still dressed as a baby. And everybody's looking cool and shit. I rocked out, though.
I couldn't physically play in what I was wearing. Because the new metal outfit I had on was like the layers, like, you know.
Yeah, with the hand through the...
With the hand through the hole. And then
the official attire.
Shirt on top of a long shirt. With the UFO pants, Adidas, all that shit. I couldn't play in that. That shit was just mad.
Dude,
heavy.
I was tight when I got on stage because I came on with like, I had fog machines. I had the balloons that came out. And I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, nah, they all just regularly dressed up, bro.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
There's videos of that shit too.
Yeah, that should be playing right around here.
Yeah.
Or the pictures of you dressed like Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know a few like Point Pleasant went as I know the bassist of Point Pleasant went as a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
But inside the holster he had like a bottle of liquor.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't a Ghostbusters gun. It was
just liquor.
It was liquor.
Bro,
I remember seeing what I thought, and I thought this was a. Gabe he went as like
a homeless dude.
He went as a homeless
That's
guy.
when you can still do shit like that, you know?
He had a big ass beard and he had like a leaf in it. Yeah. I remember seeing him run across the street to come to the venue and being like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, when he snuck up on us too, I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
He looked official. He looked like a rock and roll, like 80s homeless guy, bro.
Yeah, that shit is funny.
That shit was so funny. Yeah, dude, back then everybody would dress up and shit.
Yeah.
I've gone to like events with like, comedy and things, but on Halloween, no, I don't see too many people dressed up,
Yeah, nah, it's like it feels like it's mad risky. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you don't even want to go to shit because.
Yo, dude, yeah, I still got that old fear of getting hit in the head with eggs.
Yeah. Yo, I'll never forget walking back from the Upper West to Harlem on one Halloween, and some college dudes, they were on top of Columbia University. I was walking on 116.
They got you?
And what was that, Broadway?
Yeah.
And yeah, they got me, man. And I had I'll never forget, I had my first down coat on, and the yoke got all up in the fucking creases and shit. It had my coat smelling like you know how disgusting rotten egg smell?
Yeah.
Or like raw egg, that nasty smell.
Oh, man.
And I remember we were like running away and a bus driver saw us. Like he stopped like we were getting shot at. Like he saw us get hit or saw us like looking up and running away, and the bus stopped just so we could get in. Like, come on, get in. And we just took the bus
to
straight
save
down.
you.
But it was too late. I was already got. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't save that jacket either, man.
Bro, I don't even think people throw eggs no more. The economy got it fucked up, bro.
Nah, it's too expensive. You gotta chip in.
You gotta chip in for a carton.
You gotta chip in. You and your boys, we got 24 eggs to go crazy with this year, man.
Bro, we used to do dumb shit like, I used to stay in the lobby of my apartment building. Mm-hmm. We've done it before, water balloons, but with like eggs. Yeah. And when somebody would walk by, just put your hand out and go.
Yeah,
because it was way easier to hit from that distance and then lock the door calmly. Mm-hmm. And you used to see people looking up. Yeah. It's just boop. Yeah. Yo, fucking getting people, man.
And
people, yeah, nobody. I guess it's good that doesn't happen, because we still live in like the mecca of where it would happen.
I mean, people in, like, I don't know, there's probably something everywhere, but I only lived in Harlem and the Upper West, like, at that time. Far Rockaway, when I lived in Far Rockaway, I was there for school mostly. So when I came back on the weekends, I didn't really hang out at Far Rockaway, so I don't know how they got busy.
Yeah.
But Upper West, I remember people used to freeze eggs.
Oh, dude, that was the people that were trying to hurt motherfuckers. Yeah,
people used to put eggs in the freezer and then throw them shits at cars, and them shits would leave. I remember being on 106 just with a bunch of cats and them throwing eggs at a car, and that shit leaving a hole like this big in a fucking cab, and the cab stopped. Like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And the cab stopped. The guy got out. Like, it was just one of the super reckless.
The thing with eggs with buses too, that you brought that up, dude. Back then, a bus will come by, you would pelt that shit with mad eggs, bro. Yeah, that was like it was like the most fun because you were like, all right, I got something to really target.
Yeah. You also had, I mean, it was a big initiation day too.
Oh, for like gang shit, right?
Yeah, I remember Halloween. That could have been one of them things too, because I went to Irving, so Irving was like gang central.
Yeah.
And then the Upper West Side in general had a lot of gangs at the time, like not gangs that were like getting down the way people do now. It was like more like drug related.
Yeah.
But like
it was always like, be careful that Friday before, right?
Yeah, it was like,
I think that was always the thing, right?
Yeah, it was like they would like either on the trains they were slicing people, or they would go to like dudes from Martin Luther King would sneak up in LaGuardia and just start fucking with people over there, like robbing people, cutting them. Like, it was always some shit.
Halloween, bro. Going up. Evil spirits, bro.
Yeah.
Halloween, yeah, dude. That was like, it was fun though, man. I remember like we went trick or treating like back then. That one time when I was dressed up as Batman.
Yeah.
And you were fucking Beetlejuice, right?
I was Beetlejuice, man. I was on that wave early.
Yeah.
But it was them cheap joints, the joints with the plastic the plastic mask that'll cut your face.
Oh, the
Like
edge.
the second like the second that they
it just goes on.
it just suffocates you. It has a little thin string that cuts into your fucking neck.
Yeah,
yeah, it was
dude, that shit hurts, bro.
And it was like a one-piece suit where it's like it's Beetlejuice. I wish I had a picture of that shit, but it's Beetlejuice's suit on like one of these. So she looked mad bootleg. Like I look like a little kid wearing a striped suit with this bootleg Beetlejuice mask and walking through the streets with Batman. Getting candy. Batman and Beetlejuice, both Michael Keaton.
Yo, we never noticed that.
We're Michael Keaton fans.
I never put that together.
Michael Keaton. Shout out for Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, bro.
Michael Keaton, bro.
Yo, I never put that. That's both Michael Keaton shit.
Both Michael Keaton, man.
Yo, he was dominating that year, bro. Motherfuckers had, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I just put that together right now.
That's crazy.
What came first? Beetlejuice? It was
Batman.
Batman came first?
I think so. Or maybe they were on the same, year or two.
That's bad funny that somebody saw him play Bruce Wayne. If that's in the right order. Someone said, yo, this guy would be cool to play like a dead guy.
Or vice versa. Either way, it's funny.
Yo, this guy look a certain way. Let's pick him to play this busted demon.
Yeah, but he killed it.
That turns into a snake.
That was range, if you think about it.
Nah, it was great,
Super range.
Yeah, it's Michael K.
He got to reprise those roles, too.
Yeah, several times. I mean, he did it
recently in that Flash shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made that to be a thing. Like, it was supposed to be the next illest thing, and it just was not.
I think it just came out, at the wrong time with those movies. It just wasn't a good formula. How they
should have just done what they're doing with that Penguin series, but give Michael Keaton a series that continues after Batman 2.
Yeah, or Batman Beyond, and he's teaching
after Batman, make it 20 years after Batman Returns. Make it he's about to retire or something. I mean, being Batman for 20 years, I gotta feel crazy on your bones.
Bro, your knees gotta be terrible, bro.
Jumping off of rooftops and shit, then you gotta go put on a suit and be rich.
Yeah, man.
I would pick one. I'm either gonna be Batman forever. Or I'm gonna be rich forever. I'm not fighting crime and acting rich
forever.
That's a little ridiculous.
My man's in the cryogenic, he's doing all that shit, taking PEDs.
I would pay someone else to be Batman. Do you care about your body?
just go bump into these criminals, bro. Get beat up for me.
It was hard to believe that Michael Keaton was the playboy. You know what I'm saying?
That was the harder part than Batman.
Yeah, he was a great Batman, but a Bruce Wayne, I'm not, I didn't believe that every girl was just throwing themselves at Michael Keaton.
I mean, what was that? That was the 80s? I don't know. The 80s, that looked kind of...
Yeah, but that's an 80s trope, too. The 80s had a problem with casting these movies where you'd have, these beautiful women, and then it'd be they're chasing the scrub. You know what I'm saying? Those are definitely, dudes writing the movies, yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Thinking that shit is fire. Yeah. Living through the script and shit, because there's no way, bro.
Yeah, models and shit.
There's no way. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman was not going to be after no Michael Keaton Bruce Wayne. That's just not...
I like to think maybe so. They give regular Joe like me some
without
hope.
that money, definitely not, son.
that money pulls Michelle Pfeiffer, bro.
I mean... I don't know, bro. He could have. I believe he would have been able to bag Halle Berry's Catwoman like nothing.
Yeah.
Because she was whack. That movie sucks, and she's beautiful, but that movie is terrible, bro.
Dude, that movie is written by I don't know. That shit was just. I don't know why it shouldn't have been done. Yeah. At that time, it was so corny.
Yeah, the movie.
I think Halle Berry.
I mean, the reason why those movies always for me they kind of fail is because the Tim Burton's movies, a lot of them they have a Halloween feel to them.
Yeah.
Not just because he's done Edward Scissorhands or fucking the original Batmans or what am I missing here? Fucking the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Coraline.
Shit like that. His movies always have a dark tone, so it's very easy to. When you watch a Batman film, everybody's in costume pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a very theatrical kind of, it feels like a very, it feels like a Halloween film. If
totally
you said,
in that
if Batman was playing on a Halloween, it would feel normal. Like, oh, this fucking who is it? Danny DeVito as a penguin. He looks crazy. That looks kind of scary, actually.
He was actually a good-looking penguin.
His movies always look mad dark. They always look a certain way. So his movies always kind of have that feel. The other movies I feel they never really had that. Like that very dark. They have dark tone, but it didn't really look like that, you know? Movies have a dark tone, but they didn't really have like that same feel. It felt like way more realistic as opposed to the Tim Burton films. You felt like you were in like a fucking book or a graphic novel.
A real fantasy thing.
Yeah, it felt very dark.
He brought the whole world to life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of movies that kind of fall into that, but yeah, man, that was funny.
That was the era, dude. That was the fucking time.
It was easy you could don any costume you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know every girl in New York City been a witch.
Oh, bro, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of them look dope, though. Like, I've seen, like, girls that do, like, the whole, like, Wicked Witch, but with, like, kind of the leathery, like, real, like, outfit.
Yeah.
That shit is awesome, you know?
Yeah, like, you could definitely do some ill shit, but that's an easy one to put together.
Yeah, you put a little broom, a little Swiffer.
I think we mentioned this last week, like, when we talked about people being fucking Dracula. That's easy. Yeah, white face paint and some blood. Simple. You don't even need a real cape, just a black blanket or something.
Yeah.
There are people who were able to put together some really cheap ass costumes and they worked.
Costumes now, like I feel like I see it online, like people take like costumes like in the cosplay world so fucking serious.
Yeah, that's like
and they kill shit.
Nah, they do. I know some people who cosplay and the shit they definitely put the work in.
Yeah.
At the same time, it just makes you feel like a bum.
Yeah, because I can't. Look at this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, like I don't have time to add 70,000 jewels to like a jacket.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing that. I'm gonna buy that shit.
Yeah.
Made already, and I'm gonna and then you have cosplayers look down on you. Like there's like that shit is in every world. You have people looking down. He didn't even make his shit.
Oh, my man don't even got the right fucking paint, bro.
He got that off. He got that off of Etsy.
Yeah,
it's never no props. Like nobody could just be happy with what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. And I mean, I think being at Comic-Con was just this week.
Oh yeah, it was right.
Yeah, so close to Halloween, it's like a lot of people are doubling up. Like they'll go to Comic-Con.
That makes smart. You got a fire costume.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna switch it up, bro.
Yeah, nah, you gotta reutilize that. That's money and work. Shit.
If you could rock any costume from like anything, what would it be? Like if you could get like an official fire looking, you know.
I would probably be the Guyver.
The Guyver, nice.
I would probably be the
Dude,
Guyver.
That's classic.
But it gotta look mad ill though.
Would you want it to look better than it did look, or how it looked in the movies?
Nah, I wanted to look exactly how it looked in the first film.
Okay, yeah.
Not the Guyver 2, but the first Guyver film.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that movie was just basically an adult Power Ranger film.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same deal. Like comes across like an alien type of, force that he bonds with, and he does like the whole pose and the shit attaches to him. And I mean, it's even classified as like one of those films, like a toku. What is it?
There's a name for it.
Tokusatsu, right? I think it is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
God bless you.
That's the name of all those like live action like Godzilla, like the original Godzilla films, the original Power Rangers, and like what would become the American VR Troopers, like Bioman and shit like that. Mm-hmm. All that stuff is tokusatsu, like these dudes wearing the costumes fighting these like alien monsters. And that movie had like a little bit of a higher budget. It was pretty graphic.
Yeah.
But that would be my choice because that shit
That would
fire.
Be fucking sick, actually. I haven't seen that shit. I always remember the color palette in those films, like being like, I don't know if it makes sense, but it reminded me of kind of like Guillermo del Toro of that time.
Yeah, it kind of feels very dark, like Pan's Labyrinthy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is like these nice reds and blues.
For me, it reminded me a lot of like, I don't know why when I think of that movie, I think about movies like Maniac Cop and RoboCop for some reason.
I think it's because of the time.
Cop being in both of those is just a coincidence, but those movies were like a lot of night scenes and just graphic shit in them.
Yeah.
So it just reminds me, and I think it probably because of the fact that they came out not so far apart. But yeah.
Yeah, dude, if I could do like a super fire costume, I've always wanted to do like kind of like, you ever seen the mixture of kind of like Bane and like the games? How he's the
Yeah.
luchador but with the leather jacket
Yeah.
with the color.
Mhm.
That shit would be fucking so sick to me. Like a mixture of all Banes but with the luchador mask.
Yeah.
Like, and if you could, I know you could do that with the inflatables.
Yeah.
And you could puff up. So you could
Oh,
put it in
yeah,
the jacket,
yeah.
have the jacket be like an extra
So
big
it's
one.
like he's taking the venom
Yeah.
and it's
So you
making
could do
him
the
grow.
glow of the color and shit. And like, you could really put that together. I would love to do that costume.
Nah, that's fire.
That would be fucking sick.
But yeah, you know, there was a lot of dope shit I wanted to be when I was little. Like, I mean, you forget over time, but there was a lot of sick costumes I saw. Another common one, man. You saw a lot of kids who were like Wolfmen.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Yeah,
Because
you
you
get the
just
little.
put the hair on the face, and they would like Teen Wolf. Like they would wear like a button down and jeans
Yeah.
and just walk around the neighborhood with a bag
With
of
a
candy.
mask.
Yeah.
Dude, the masks were always the thing I always hated about masks though is that you could never see through them shits, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, you just need to make bigger eye slits, bro.
Yeah, like that shit is mad. Like, all right, it looks great, but I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like I gotta die. Or
Like, why can't we just have a bigger breathing hole and eye slits?
Yeah.
Why was it always just the little like,
yeah.
yo,
nah.
you killing me here, bro?
Yeah. And
Like,
those,
just separate it.
and those like when you remember going into like a party, not Party City, but like those old like Halloween Adventure.
Yeah.
Where everybody would be trying on those masks.
Yeah.
It's that like thick, fucking cheap latex.
Oh, it's sweaty
that,
in
you,
there.
You wear that shit for 10 minutes and it just sticks to your face.
I could feel it. That when
Yeah.
you say it, I feel it right now.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit, that mugginess, that breath.
You know what? You remember the Haunted Mask? Goosebumps?
Yeah, Goosebumps.
That was the first episode of the show. Like they did it on that book, and she was us. She had a cheap mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her mask was haunted, but she couldn't get that shit off.
Yo,
She's
bro.
like, I can't take it off.
No, that's how you
That's
feel.
everybody.
That's everybody.
That's
in
everybody
New York.
after a trip to Rite Aid. You remember how many, especially Upper West? I know that Rite Aid that used to be on 96. Yo, the day before Halloween, that shit would be flooded with kids that you know from school, because everybody's trying to get last minute costumes.
That's where you get the fucking bootleg ninja costume.
Yeah, that's where you get like
Do the Grim Reaper.
Oh, you want to go as there's just stupid shit available. Oh, you want to go as a horse?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, man, I don't want to be a fucking.
It's just a
horse.
little pony.
That's scary.
You're gonna be a dead horse.
We add some blood.
Yeah, we about to be a
could be
vampire
roadkill.
horse. Yeah, the bootleg. Yo.
Wake up, man. What the fuck are you doing out here? They're gonna rob you. Get your ass home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love shit like that though, man. I mean, you get older and shit, you kind of just fall out of things, you know. But I'm always down for a good Halloween. I don't know. I got that in me to like do party shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
let's have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, it is for the kids though.
No, for sure.
That's the I mean, it's always been 50-50, but people just tend to forget. Like, I mean, like right now there's no kids aren't trick or treating no more.
That's crazy to me.
Kids ain't trick or treating, man.
Do you think it's because they feel like it's dangerous? Because
nah, they don't care, man. Half the kids that ain't trick or treating are shooting people anyway. They don't care about that shit. Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers who just think they're too grown for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird. Even like my younger nephew and shit. Like, I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna do nothing. Like,
yeah, like I get that. I mean, it's also just the way things are in general. Everything's whack. It's the adults, bro. It's not their fault. It's like we don't really keep up with keeping that shit traditional. It feels like tradition is done. Like there's not no hype for anything no more, really. Maybe like, you know, Thanksgiving and like fucking, you know, Christmas. Those are like the major holidays, but a holiday like Halloween, like I feel like I see mostly adults getting hype about that shit and like wanting to dress up as stuff. And that's cool. It's always been that way, you know, it's not new, but I don't see any kids. Like, it's all over. Like I'm not on TikTok like that, but I see the posts and I see that people, even last year, there were people who were complaining like they bought tons of candy and nobody was coming to their house.
I had a couple people. Didn't that happen to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, like, you see, so it's just weird. Like, I think it's not important to them, or it just comes off like real. It's kind of like, I feel like there's a lot that now prevents it from being taken serious. Like, nobody really cares.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just like, because the adults do reign it. It's kind of like everything now. Like, I wonder if it's because we were the kids that were like at the height of it almost, where it was like the most fun. It was the most like, so it's nostalgia to us, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody, when you're reaching like your 40s and pushing that, it's like, you kind of do want to relive in like nostalgia sometimes, just to feel like, you know, feel something, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I don't feel like anybody participates in it no more.
Yeah.
Like, stores were decorated before. Now I feel like store owners don't want to even risk having decorations up. They don't want to be handing out candy. They think they're going to get robbed or some shit. And it's crazy to say that because New York always been crazy.
It's been way crazier.
It was way crazier, but now it's just different. It's just different, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to pinpoint exactly why, but it's definitely like it's fading for sure.
See, if I had a kid, man, I'd be the annoying pops, bro. Like, yo,
It also, I feel like it also has a lot to do with the lack of everything is internet. You know, there's no real people don't sit down in front of a television really and watch broadcast TV. Yeah. Like, I know I don't, and I know we don't. You know, like it's more like you turn on your TV and you go to an app like YouTube where you're gonna watch what you want. You're gonna, you know, a fucking news app, fucking movies, Netflix, whatever it is. Before, it was more like you were just watching TV and when it was Halloween, it was just commercial after commercial was about Halloween. Like special edition McDonald's fucking Halloween spooky toys and Dunkin' Donuts shit, and everything was kind of the series that were out were episodes about the holiday and shit like that. Yeah. You know? So all of that kind of helped make it feel like, yeah, like it's that season.
It's that season now. As everybody's on their own wavelength.
And this is just me. I see people say that shit. Oh, it's spooky season. Like, it's not as spooky about this shit. Maybe for you, not for me. I don't see none of that shit. And I live in the city. Yeah. I don't see none of it. It ain't like what I remember. Things change, but
people take their kids to like the mall now.
The mall?
Just the mall, yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That's crazy because malls ain't even like
yeah. Who's gonna give out candy? Fucking Hot Topic is gonna give out fucking necklaces and shit.
What I'm gonna do? Go to Claire's and get a fucking
get fucking dice beads.
Get a pair of plastic earrings.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's fucking weird. You gotta go house to house.
Yeah, like before you had to. Excuse me. Before you went to all these places, like you went to all the stores first. Every store got hit, and it was like they'd hit you with the butterscotches, the mints,
yep,
the sweet tarts, the Swedish fish, Sometimes you'd find like the 25-cent Snickers, and you were like, "Oh shit,
bro,
it's crazy."
That's A1 right there.
That right there was a win. Like, yo, we coming up.
Yo, we gotta talk about candy, bro, because that's the we gotta talk about that candy. What's your favorite Halloween candy to get?
I'm gonna get shit for this, man. Y'all already did it to me. I love candy corn, bro.
Yeah, you always love candy corn.
Candy corn is delicious.
You're the 0.01% of. Nah, a lot of people actually love it. I think it's very polarizing candy.
Bro, I seen some shit the other day with people buying fake candy corn just to like put it in a little display to decorate their home. Like, yo, how fucking corny are you?
You always had that shit out in your crib.
Because I'm a real candy corn person.
A candy connoisseur. Candy corn connoisseur.
I'm a real candy connoisseur.
Yeah.
That's it. I fuck with candy corn. It's mad sweet, I know, but it's fucking candy. It's not supposed to be healthy.
Nah, it's not supposed to be. Yeah, so you would put that as your number one?
Yeah, because I mean I could get all that other shit anytime.
Yeah,
like chocolate, Hershey, Snickers, all the other fly candy. You
yeah,
would
but
get.
those are top tier though.
Yeah, that's all year round though. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get Snickers after I leave today.
My favorites was always when you got just the one solo buttercup thrown in.
Oh yeah. Oh, like the little,
Reese's?
the Reese's, the
little
gold,
yeah.
the gold wrapper. Oof.
Yo, bro, no, those were good too. You got a few of those. I'm talking about the solo package.
Oh, the orange one packet.
The one packet.
That's
when
it.
motherfucker throw 2 or 3 in there,
Upscale.
you're like, I got a whole pack right here.
Upscale. You
I
might have to spin the block on that again. Like sometimes you have to switch masks with like a cousin. Yo, I gotta go
Dogs,
back.
the places we did it before. The places that will give out money,
Oh my
like
God.
$1.
That
We just
was
switch costumes.
Who was that? Now that I think about that, what drug dealer ran that block?
There was mad drug dealers that did
because
that.
nobody's giving out no fucking money on Halloween. $1 for each person.
Bro, they used to give out. I remember
Son.
there was a hardware store that did it.
Yeah.
There was like 2 drug spots around the Upper West Side, and then every kid that came in, it was $1. So we would go and switch costumes. So dude, we go in with our regular costume, then switch, then no costume.
Yeah.
So we coming off of that. We trying to get $3-4 at the time.
Yeah, that's a meal.
Back then, that was
a meal.
yo, that's a meal for like 2 days.
That was 2 days worth of snacks.
for sure easy.
Easy. But yeah, that whole I want to know who like ever since the beginning it's been a problem. Like people putting shit in candy.
Oh man,
Like, oh, check your candy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
like why are you even doing that? What kind of evil?
Like, why? How?
Fuckface.
I remember that was a thing. Like, my cousins, they used to all share their candy. So they would all get candy and then put it all together into like a mountain of candy, like on the bed, and they like all the shit that wasn't hard candy. They would start looking through it to see if they were like feeling for it and seeing if there was anything in it. I'm like, damn, son, like
Yeah, that's just diabolical, bro.
that's like why you got.
I understand funny shit like putting what do you call them, fucking Brussels sprouts into a Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's a trick or treat. That's funny. If you catch me with that, cool. But don't put a fucking
You gotta bring
blade.
that back. You gotta give people like real beans instead of Boston baked beans.
Just a bag
Just
of
mad
beans.
gandulas.
Yeah.
But them shits are fully cooked.
That shit'll be
Fully
fucking-
cooked red beans, mad greasy in a box. Like, yo, hold that's mad healthy.
Kidney beans.
Mad protein, son.
What?
With the Brussels sprouts and a.
No, I never got with it, but I've seen it. I wish I got. That shit would make me die laughing. If somebody called me with the Brussels sprout Ferrero,
Yeah.
like I'd be like, "Oh man, motherfucker, bro."
You ever had someone violate your bag of candy?
Bro, I've had people, yeah, dude, take the chocolates, bro. I was a chocolate guy.
That shit that's insane. Before Jimmy Kimmel did that, that was just real life.
Yeah.
Parents being like, yo, we took your candy, my bad. And it wasn't no happy ending. It wasn't a joke.
Yeah, it was.
They
Yeah.
just took your candy.
It's just God.
Like, damn, you fucking whack.
What was like what's like other top tier candy? I tell you what, a candy that I hated getting at that time was the sweet tarts.
Sweet tarts were the shit too.
I hated sweet tarts, bro. Those would be the candies that were in the bag when it's like time to throw out the bag for me.
Yeah.
Those shits would always make it to the end, bro. Those shits would not. Those shits would make it into into November, bro.
After a while, like I used to still have candy around in January, and it was the trash. Like,
Yeah, dude, that's like a old cold bazooka.
You know
that
them
was
joints
in the
that just
fridge?
come in the clear wrapper that just got no
Yeah,
name.
no name.
It's just like a red dot.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I used to fucking.
It'll be
hate them.
those and sweet tarts left over.
Yeah, and I fucked with sweet tarts. Though. I ate them shits heavy.
You know what always gets left over sometimes too? Because they used to give them out so much. You remember the ones that were just like, it was like a pineapple?
Runts.
Not runts.
Yeah,
Runts suck too.
You're
though.
talking about the green wrapper with the red.
With the red, and
That
then
it was
they
like
had,
it was like wrapped at the top to make
it
it
was
look
like a strawberry, I guess.
They had strawberry, watermelon. Yeah.
Dumb shits would make it into like December, bro.
Oh.
Those shits were, yeah.
Those are the mom candies, though. Those are the shits you find your mom sucking off for like fucking 3 hours
Yeah.
and shit. Them shits.
Yeah, those really are the bomb candies, bro.
Yeah.
Those shits like, but yeah, those shits were making it into almost Christmas, bro.
Yeah. Nah, but there were spots people knew to go to where you got the real shit.
Yeah.
Like once you left the corner stores, it was time to go to like, the buildings when they allowed it back then. Like doormen, there were no doormen on the West End, Upper West Side area.
And even,
I mean, obviously we know there are doormen all along that shit, but they weren't telling you couldn't come in.
no.
It was just you were allowed to go in, and you'd go to each floor, and there'd be buckets of candy outside the door or people waiting.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Like that shit is over with. That shit is
They
done.
don't want nobody in their apartments now.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm sure it still happens out here, but it was a thing. Like you couldn't miss it. You saw it on TV. You saw it on the evening news. It was an event. Now the news is like talking about the parade only or the violence and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, it was always violent, but there was definitely a big element of fun, man. Before it became, for us about partying and like we got older and whatever. Being a kid was dope when it came to Halloween.
Yeah, 90s being a kid, like, it was just amazing. Like,
Yeah.
early 90s. It felt like a prime era, and I guess everybody feels that way
Yeah.
for their time, But I also think, like, it's, for some reason, that the 90s, that decade was, like, to a lot of people, I guess with cinema, just with everything coming about, it just felt like a funner time.
Yeah, like nothing, not everything was so done.
Yeah.
I don't know what constitutes a fun time on Halloween for a kid right now. I know they have trunk or treat, where it's like suburban neighborhoods, like they'll drive around. I know COVID they were doing it heavy too. I think it's existed for a long time.
And giving out candy from
I'm
the
a
car.
noob when it comes to that shit because I live in the city and I always have.
Yeah.
So I never knew shit about no trunk or treat. That shit don't exist to me.
But what is it?
But it's basically them like people driving around the neighborhood. Like you would drive around the neighborhood and they, serve candy out of the back of the car.
Oh, okay.
Out of the trunk. So.
Oh, it's like Frank Lucas with
Pretty-
candy.
yeah,
Yeah. Fucking Larry Davis of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, there might be some little nuances I'm forgetting about how the whole process is, but yeah, I have some friends who like live in PA and they do it too. Like,
All right.
because you can't walk to like the next house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like there's a certain setup that they would have.
That's cool. Just going
Yeah,
out
it's about keeping it alive for the kids. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I got my friend Danny in the BX.
Uh-huh.
Like, I forget what part of the BX he lives in, but bro, he goes. When I tell you he goes fucking hard on Halloween, bro. This dude got like, I want to say he got like maybe now he probably got like 40 like characters and shit from like The Exorcist to Terrifier to the Wolfman, but he makes them all out of like PVC and sets them up. Like
Nice.
he has the Wolfman on his roof.
Nice.
Like, bro, like the whole shit. Like he goes wild, bro. And like on Halloween, I know he spends like, bro, he told me like last year he spent like almost like $500 with like these crazy bags of making it like good for the kids,
Yeah.
That's like a real thing. I wish I knew where it was at, but it's just cool. He always like sends me the videos. He got like the smoke, like a zombie like fogger dude like fighting and shit, like zombies popping out. Like really one of those people that really take it like to that next level.
Yeah, they take it very serious.
Yeah, he hooked that shit up. He's got fucking Pennywise. He's got dude, every fucking character, bro.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the goal. Like having a home like that, like I would definitely want to be decorating. I mean, you got to keep the spirit alive.
Yeah, dude, it is just fun, bro.
And it's happening with everything. Don't get me wrong. It's all holidays. Holidays don't feel like holidays no more.
Nah, bro.
Before, when holidays came around, shit was closed. the tone, it felt different. Like shit that you saw open every day was closed early. The streets looked and felt different. It was different. Like I can't. To now, you go out on New Year's Day. It was known back like even just like 2006, 2007. New Year's Day was a day you couldn't order food from nowhere.
Nah,
You couldn't go to a supermarket. You couldn't go to you couldn't do none of that shit. Not around where I lived. That shit was all closed.
It was closed. Everybody recovering.
Everybody was chilling. Everybody was with their families. Everybody was home. Like that shit was not a thing. Same thing with Christmas Day. Now, go out like leave your apartment like at 7 p.m. on like New Year's Day. It feels like every other day.
It's just another thing.
Everything's open. Everyone's working. The shit closes at the same time it did before. Like it's bugged out. It's like yo.
The fact that you making like too many people work too, that just makes it feel like it's nothing special, you know. Exactly. There's something to those days where everything is like, yo, now you got to prepare because it's gonna be a calm day at home, recuperating, you know.
Yeah.
Let's be off from work. That's another thing, bro. Working on days that are like holidays. Talk about a fucking bummer, bro.
Yeah, man. That's it. Like, do they do it in schools too?
What?
Like Halloween shit in school?
Oh, I'm not sure.
We gotta holler at some people who have children and shit.
Because there used to be mad parties and shit back in the day.
You had to come with a costume. Everybody brought like a candy.
They cut like one slice of pizza into 3.
Oh, what are you bringing? Oh, I'm bringing 2 bags of chips in a 2-liter.
Yeah.
That's it. Because I mean, if 10 kids bring that, you got a real party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, the teacher bought like 2 pizza pies and it was over. So you had a Halloween pizza party. Everybody came dressed up.
Yeah.
And then afterward, everybody was going trick-or-treating right away.
Yeah.
Or if you were, like, you had families who you would go home first and then get into your costume and leave like at 5 o'clock.
And it was cold.
Yeah.
It was like, ooh.
You know, like I remember that vividly. You know, whether it was going uptown or going down, like it was an event. Now it just doesn't feel like that at all.
Yeah, man, that shit got to come back. But I don't know if we're headed that way. Probably not, man.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I feel like everything is way too fucking serious right now.
Yeah, like everybody.
People
like,
find a way to fucking protest at a Halloween parade and shit.
Yo, they're gonna do it to us. Oh, PETA is gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck. Yeah, roaches. Like roaches are gonna be offended at this and shit.
You're a brown roach. What do you feel?
That sends the wrong message.
This sends the wrong message. Why aren't you a white roach?
Like, bro, nobody knows roaches more than us. Like this was an inspiration growing up. I'm just dressed as my inspiration.
That's all it is, man.
Projects, bro. You got to get out the projects. This was you turn on the lights at night. You see roaches scatter.
See fucking roaches picnicking.
That's who I came as today. Shit,
bro. Fuck it. But yeah, man. Halloween, man. Always a special time. At least to us, I feel like we do have some tight memories with it. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
even when we did, I forgot that costume when I went as Macho Man, and you were he passed away. The mother, the dude, the mofo from House of a Thousand Corpse. Yeah. What's that? What's the clown's name?
Fuck.
How could I forget his name?
How I'm gonna forget that?
That was such a cool. And
Charlie was Otis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was cool as fuck. We got a picture of that too.
Yeah, it was fire. That should go right here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was a great. That was like probably the last fun house party.
Yeah.
Of our time.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll ever happen again because like after a certain while you can't. You just can't.
And there were no kids in that party, right?
Nah, it was like adults, bro.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, do you remember going to house parties before where you, like, all the adults were in the living room and all the kids were, like, in another part of the house?
None of us had kids, though. We had kids.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
We had pregnant people there. At that time, everybody was pregnant. They were about to have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago, too.
Yeah, that's the shit almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Shit flies by, man.
Captain
Spaulding. There we go. How could I fucking forget that, bro? Such a good fucking character.
I had the bald cap and everything.
You did it official.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I wore the dirty ass white shirt.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Dude, that shit was official as fuck. Fucking, it's Halloween, guys. This is just another episode of us catching up, talking about the fucking day. I hope you out there, man, having a spooky fun time.
Yep.
We'll fucking see you soon, man. Keep the spookiness alive. Get weird. Give out candy. Get dressed.
For the kids.
For the kids, yo. Get them a little fucking outfit, man. Make them dress up as Michael Keaton. Let them know who Michael Keaton is.
Dress your kid up as Michael Keaton.
Him as himself. Though.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Fuck Batman or Beetlejuice. Dress your
Michael
kid up
Keaton.
as Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
If I see a kid with a hairline like that, like his hairline in Batman, on a child, that would look crazy. That's the Michael Keaton I want to dress a kid up like.
Yeah. Just a new. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Dress him up as Bruce Wayne.
He had curly hair, right?
Yeah.
He had like the AC Slater, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Dress him up as Bruce Wayne, Michael Keaton, Batman.
Bruce Keaton.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace.